Plato was a man obsessed with truth, born in a world of war, politics, and decaying Athenian ideals. He looked around and saw nothing but illusions. He wrote about a cave where prisoners sit, chained, staring at shadows on the wall, thinking that's all there is to life. And the worst part is, if you drag them out into the sun and show them reality, they'd hate you for it. They'd call you crazy, arrogant, dangerous, because people don't want truth. They want comfort. Now, imagine Plato walking into our world today. He sees people waking up, and the first thing they do is scroll through curated illusions of other people's lives. He sees men worshipping pieces of metal, women idolizing synthetic lips over natural smiles. He sees leaders with no wisdom and fools with millions of followers. He sees debates where no one listens, only waits to speak. He sees people defining their worth by the views they get on reels that disappear tomorrow. He sees schools teaching students to memorize, not to think, because thinking creates dangerous people. He sees a society where virtue is a trend that expires as fast as the next scandal. Plato would watch people fighting over ideologies they barely understand, quoting philosophers they never read, using Socrates to justify arguments he would laugh at. He'd see democracy reduced to popularity contests, where whoever screams the loudest wins. He would see the academy replaced by universities, selling overpriced degrees, with no wisdom, feeding students to corporate machines like cattle, making them believe success is the same as happiness. He'd see religion twisted into a tool for political control, love degraded to a transaction of validation, friendships breaking under the weight of ego and jealousy. He'd watch people drown in nihilism, rejecting truth because it hurts too much. He'd watch men with billion-dollar bank accounts and empty souls who buy everything except peace. He'd watch young boys worship men who flex watches they didn't buy with money they didn't earn. He'd watch young girls hate their natural faces because some influencer told them to. He'd watch family dinners where no one speaks, only scrolls, lovers lying next to each other while their minds wander elsewhere, humans craving meaning but silencing anyone who tries to give it. Plato would walk our streets and see poverty next to skyscrapers, children selling flowers to people who throw them away, elders abandoned in old age homes, the same people who raised generations now left alone to rot with their memories. He'd see artists compromising their art to chase trends, thinkers forced to keep their thoughts short enough to not bore an attention deficit audience. He'd watch politicians sell lies wrapped as hope, and citizens buy them like desperate gamblers, hoping for luck that never comes. He'd look at our philosophers, those who post daily motivational quotes without understanding a single line. He'd see knowledge replaced by AI summaries, wisdom replaced by confidence, depth replaced by aesthetics. He'd realize truth is now something people use to win arguments, not to change themselves. He'd hear words like love, loyalty, respect thrown around by people who don't even respect themselves. And in the end, Plato saw what his cave has become. He wouldn't drag anyone out. He wouldn't teach. He wouldn't debate. He wouldn't write another republic. He would simply walk to the edge of this cave and jump off, because for a man who dedicated his life to seeking truth and illuminating minds, seeing humanity, willingly choosing darkness, would be worse than death itself. Plato would rather kill himself than live in a world where shadows have replaced the sun forever.